we're going to be looking at how I go about dents. This is from page 56 in the book. I'm going to focus on this really large dent that's right here. It's got some creases in it, and it's got just a bunch of different peaks and valleys to it. So I try to, as much as I can, to travel in a circular motion or a cross motion to kind of move the dent around. And I let my hand that is on the outside also kind of dictate which way I'm going with this. So if you've done body and fender work on a car, you should be pretty comfortable with this. It's the same kind of techniques. You might take the Timpani bowl to an auto body shop and just see what they will give you on an estimate for it. So just another little sidebar, food for thought. Okay, anyway, here we are. So I'm going to take my dead blow. I always use my dead blows to try to get most of the movement and a lot of the large parts down. So I'm just going to start. I'm using my protected side, and here we go. Excuse me for if it's real loud. Again, my hand's on the other side, as you can see, and I'm going to move it out of the way this time so you can watch it move. I'm being careful of the spider gear. I'm staying up and down. I'm going to go ahead and feel progress. Trying to keep the mallet as flat as I can so that I don't put a peak in the dent. So I'm starting to run into where my knuckles are getting close right here. So now it's here. This is where we go to our aids. This is where a hockey puck is in real handy. Use the curve side. Now it gets your knuckles and everything away from the dent. And I'm just using the curve side of the hockey puck with the curve side of the bowl. And the outer camera, you should be able to watch the progress. Oh, I got the spider gear there a little bit. Just keep on that. And again, I'm doing most of this with a dead blow. This is a 1 pound dead blow. Okay, so now I'm going to check my progress outside. Make sure that I'm not moving it actually out. Still got a lot to go. Okay, so now I'm working on some of these veins of the dent or the creases that have popped out right here. Just kind of working that way. That one got a lot of good movement right there. Okay, so for the most part, we got things going. I'm going to do a last few here. And at this point, I could move to a little bit different hammer. I'm going to try this guy with my hockey puck as the cushion on the outside. Now I'm feeling on the inside, outside. That moved it, but I'm gonna try the rawhide this time, see what kind of movement I get with rawhide. decent movement with the rawhide. These straight ones that were out here had quite a peak to them. So that's what I'm trying to work on, that peak. So I'm using, as you can see where it's dark right here, I'm using that edge, and that's why I chose these, because of the curve hit. I'm hopefully not putting a smile or a crease in that as I'm working. Looks like I went a little far out here, and that's fine. You can come out here. But I can see by looking at the reflection out here on the outside, yeah, a lot more to go. Okay, so just kind of showing you that. Now, here's where smoother here, and I feel peak, and that's what I keep the outside of this guy. And I know that the paint is flaking off here. Once you put the opaque head on here, you're never going to see that. If the band director really wants it, you know, it's going to cost them to touch this up. Not really worth it in the long run. To that head on, opaque head, you'll never know. Use the burnisher to push some of the high points down. Again, techniques are all different. A lot of times I will do hammer on hammer. So I have a peak right there. I have the on here. So you can go hammer on hammer to move stuff. So another technique, I'm just showing you hammer on hammer technique, besides using the hot puck that we did earlier, hammer on, is modified pieces of wood. This one is just curved, kind of like an airplane wing, with craft felt to cushion it. And a lot of times I'll use it in the same fashion and use the curve. Will move and I use it on that flat curve. You see me moving down, because this is a pretty big dent. All right, so that's another type of tool or jig or apparatus that you use to move. Okay. Instead of the hammer on hammer, you can get a block of wood, make sure that the edges are curved over. And so like for this dent right here, I could put it right here, out of the way, and with the corner of that, because I lifted it up a little bit. But it moves back out from the outside. So those are techniques and tools and things that I do for removing the dents.